let's draw a cute little leprechaun. We're going to start with our leprechaun's hat. And we're going to start with kind of this big jelly bean shape. And we're going to start with pencil, but we're going to go over it with ink when we get done. So don't worry if you make any mistakes. You could always erase if you need to. Now right here, this is going to be the opening of the hat. Right here we're going to draw the bill of the hat come down a little bit. Just like that. And then from the edges, we'll draw the top of the hat. And make sure it's round on top. Then we'll draw that little belt buckle thing. Why do they have these little belt buckles? Is that what it is? A little buckle for the hat. I guess it's to keep it nice and tight on their head. Alright, so we've got the basic start to our hat. Now we're going to draw the face. Now the face can be a little bit tricky, but we're going to draw this line coming down on both sides. And that's going to be the start of our face. We're going to start with just a basic shape. Keep it nice and simple. And then from there, we'll add our big leprechaun ears. And you want this to overlap the outside of the hat. And then we'll draw our eyes, or let's put a little detail, just a little bit, in the ears. Try to keep it real simple. And then our eyes, he's going to be having a good old time, so he's going to have a big smile on his face. We're just going to draw a couple little lines like that for his eyes. And keep the nose real simple. We'll add some eyebrows. Notice the eyebrows are kind of tilted up a little bit towards the top, instead of pointing down to make them look angry. Then we'll add our smile, a big cheesy leprechaun smile. And then we could add some hair. So right here behind the ears, we're going to continue this line. That's where the hat wraps around his head right here. We're going to add a little bit of hair behind his ears, and then a little bit, we'll even do a little bit in front of his ears to his big leprechaun beard. Let's try to make these little squiggle lines to make it look like hair. And have a little bit go back behind the ears, and then we'll make his mouth open a little bit too. He's got a big smile. Now we just need to outline it in ink, and we can color it in. So I'm going to use 2 pens when I outline it. I'm going to start just the outline of the entire thing, almost like a sticker. And then on the inside, I'm going to use a thinner pen for those finer details. This is called line weight. It helps separate your drawing from the smaller details inside, from the darker details, or smaller, finer details on the inside from the darker details on the outside. And this doesn't have to be perfect, just kind of make these curved little spiky lines for the hair. And see, I'm even going up a little bit past the ear, and then I'll draw the ear. Oops, I broke my rule. With this thicker line, or thicker pen on the inside. But you can see that the beard goes a little bit in front of the ear. Okay, now I'm going to switch to a thinner pen, a finer tipped pen, for all the inside details. And these little subtle details make a big difference in your drawing. Make it look a little more polished and a little bit more professional. hair there. And when I do the brim of the hat, I'm going to come over here and put just a little thin line, but it's not going to go all the way around. And it's best to try to do this in one mark instead of picking up your pen. It's best to try to do it in one motion. Alright, now we'll add some detail to the beard. And the rest of the face. So I start with pencil. I don't necessarily draw each little line with my pencil. I just use it for a guideline, and you can see I'm adding more details like in the eyebrows to give it a little bit more detailed texture. And then maybe I'll even add a couple little dashes like that, little crow's feet. And his nose. And his big smiley face. And then his lower lip. Now what we have to do is erase our pencil guidelines, and we're ready to color it in. And I always start my drawings or my ink with a fine tip, quick drying felt tip pen. You can get them at any art supply store, but I like to use the quick drying felt tip pens, so I don't have to worry about smudging my artwork, smudging the ink across my paper. But you can see I just got done here and I could already erase without doing any damage to my drawing. I forgot a couple small little details on the ears. Add some small details in the ears. And now we're ready to add some color. Hey, I hope you're having a lot of fun and really enjoying the tutorial, but I wanted to remind you, if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell so you'll receive an alert every time I post a new video. And if you want to take your drawings to the next level, make sure to check out my Drawing Master course at www.iamshaneburke.com. Okay, I'm going to start with the face. And these are alcohol markers. They blend really well. So if you put more pressure and kind of do these quick little strokes, it'll help blend them a little bit. And this is just copy paper. People always ask me what kind of paper I'm using. This is just copy paper. We're just doing a quick little doodle. Maybe it's a masterpiece, but this is just for fun and just for practice. So you don't have to worry about using fancy, expensive art paper. And these markers actually blend a little bit better than on copy paper than they would on sketch paper. I definitely want it darker. So here's a little trick. Make it darker underneath the nose and under the eyes. If you don't have these markers, it's fine. You can use any marker. And then I'll just add a little more here and there. Let's see. And then on the lip. Let's go to an orange and do his hair. Oh, I forgot to add the ears. I forgot to color the ears in, but we'll do that after the hair. And this is cool. Like if you're using markers, you could do this with your colored pencils or crayons, whatever you have handy. But if you're using markers, you can leave little spots, really small spots, to kind of give the hair texture. So I have these real small little white lines there to add a little texture to make it look like more like hair instead of just a flat orange. And we can go back and add a little bit more ink to the bottom, and it'll make it just a little bit darker. And add a little bit of shading to it. Oh, forgot his eyebrows. And now we'll jump back to his ears since we forgot him. The cool thing about these markers is they have two tips. I like to use this tip though, because it's more like a paintbrush and it's easier to blend them. And right here on the inside, I'm going to do it a little bit darker. Okay, now let's switch to a light green, and we'll start drawing the hat, or coloring the hat. So you can see I'm going to push. Watch how this blends. This is why you should use alcohol markers. If I push and hold it down here, it's going to put more ink on it, and then the quicker I add my little stroke, it's going to get lighter. And you're going to notice that I'm kind of curving these strokes in the direction of the contour of the hat too. That's on purpose. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing over here. It's hard to do it from this angle. And just more pressure on the outside, less on the inside, and then a little bit quicker. We're going to try to blend this, so it's okay if you have these little lines. It kind of makes it look shiny. And then now, really quick, I'm going to try to use the side of this. Let's do it a little bit quicker. And darken up the outsides a little. And we'll do the same thing. We're going to go over this again with a darker pen, but we're just going to use this as a start so we can blend them together a little bit. We're going to do this underside. It's going to be darker than this here. Or maybe we'll just use this pen for the lighter areas. So right here, we're going to leave a little white highlight just on the top. Just a little sliver there. And then we'll go to our darker green, if you have a darker green. And we'll darken this side up a little bit. Just on the underside of the hat. And then maybe we'll go up here. And darken that up a little bit. We'll put one little crease line here. Now, hopefully while that's still wet, if you go back to your lighter pen, you could grab that and blend it a little bit, that darker green into the lighter green. It's almost like you're grabbing and pulling some of the darker ink from here out this way. But you can see how it kind of blends it. And you can barely tell that there are two different colors used. I'm going to make it a little bit darker in the middle. There we go. We'll add our yellow buckle here. And then now we just need to color in that little belt, if that's what you call it. I'm not going to use black, but it is a dark gray. And I'm going to leave a little sliver like we did on the top of the hat. I'm going to leave a little sliver white. That's just going to make it look like a little highlight. And these markers tend to bleed a little bit, meaning after you put them down, after you put the ink down, it'll spread just a little bit. So be careful when you're getting really close to those lines. And then my last little step, I'm going to put a really, really light gray just on the outside of the mouth. And then maybe with a really fine tip pen, we'll put some teeth. And that's how you draw a cute little leprechaun. Hopefully yours turned out just as cool as mine. Happy St. Patrick's Day. We'll see you next time.